Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is a offline championship I started in Automobilista 1, by the way. I also play AMS 2, but I prefer the replay system in AMS 1. I'm gonna be showing you guys the highlights of my races on this MCR Race Cars Championship that I did offline. Race 1 and 2, 50 minutes each race. On the second race, the results from the first race are inverted, so the grid is inverted, and no mandatory pit stops, full flag rules. I set the AI at 95%. I did the first race yesterday. It was held at Brands Hatch Indy, as I said. 1.95 kilometers, 1.21 miles. This is the shortest version of the circuit. We'll lap around here in way less than a minute, so it's like action all the time. Yeah, about these cars, as you guys can see, these are 2 liters inline 4 Duratec rear-wheel drive. The power is 179 horsepower at 7,000 rpm, 199 newton meter at 5,400 rpm. And here is the thing, the weight of the car is only 525 kilograms. So these are very nimble, very fun to drive. You can put the car anywhere, brake late, get into the corners, good speed, good downforce. It's like, feels really good driving. So I ended up choosing these cars. So let's go, Brands Hatch, first round. Okay guys, here we are. Round 1, Brands Hatch Indy. You just saw me getting out of the pit lane. Other guys are following. 30 minutes qualifying, but each driver only has 12 laps in order to complete their qualifying times. Druids going into Graham Hill Bend, into Cooper Straight. Now a very fast left hand corner surface. McLaren. So let's watch a flying lap on board my MCR race car. Coming out of Clark Curve into the main straight. Paddock Hill Bend, a little bit far from the apex, but I had good speed here. Into Druids. Third gear into Graham Hill Bend. Now Cooper Straight and the fast left 30s. Down to third gear, McLaren into clearways. Now full throttle, Clark Curve into the main straight, and here we are again, completing a flying lap of the Brands Hatch Indy circuit. So I did pretty well in the qualifying session. I ended up on P6. As you guys can see here, the times are very close to each other. The gaps are too short. So as I mentioned before, 95% AI for me is perfect. This is my best time, my best effort, and it's pretty close to what the AI is doing. So I was happy with this result. And here we are at the start of race 1 at Brands Hatch Indy in the UK. Let's have a look at the highlights from this race. 15 minutes. So here we are, start of race 1. I'm starting from P6. Standing start. Let's have a look of the start on board my car. I had a pretty good start here. Too wide going into there. Coming up to Druid, heavy braking. I managed to take a peek here, and I managed to pass this guy. A little bit oversteered there. First lap, cold tires. Trying to keep up with the leader. Trying to stay close to these guys. Here we are at the end of lap number 3. Riding with Walt Bomer. The car up front is myself. Starting lap number 4. End of lap number 5, and at this point I'm still in 4th position, sliding about a little bit there, a little bit of drifting here. And here we are with Cameron Davis making a move on Walter Bomer and getting behind me. Starting lap number 6. At this point things were pretty much the same. I was still P4, trying to keep up with the leaders. And here we are, end of lap number 9, and finally I was getting closer to the guys up front because they were battling each other, and that allowed me to close the gap. And here I am making a move on Druids. Now we are riding with Michael Gibbons, coming up into Druids on the outside, and that's where I make a move on the inside. So at this point I'm on P3. So I was able to get into 3rd position, and here we are starting lap 12. I was still trying to catch up with the guys up front, but they were really fast. But I was already quite happy with P3. I was quite consistent during the whole race. Only a few small mistakes, a few slides. The static camera of Paddock Hill Bend. And here we see Walt Bomer making some pressure, trying to catch up to me. A little bit of slipstream on the main straight, Paddock Hill. Heavy braking into Druids. He's still on my rear bumper. And here we see Bomer trying to make a move on the inside. I was able to hold my position. And here he comes again on the main straight. braking a little bit, fourth gear, paddock hill bend. And here I am, almost at the end of the race, making a mistake on Druids, locking the brakes, drifting, getting out of the track. Fortunately, I was able to hold on to P3. I was very lucky. Here we are riding with Tim Matthew. Taking a look of my drift. Here's a very nice angle from Surtees Bend into McLaren. And this is the start of lap 17. Riding along with Tim Matthew, getting closer to my car. At this point I was not able to get closer to the guys up front. They completely disappeared. But I was trying to hold on to my position, P3. First race, podium. This is lap 18. Tim Matthews still very close. Here we see Tim Matthew makes a move on me. On the inside, Surtees, McLaren, he tries it again. But I was able to hold on to P3. Now we are riding with Tim Matthew, making a move on the inside, coming up to Surtees. I close the door a little bit, I give him some room. On McLaren, he stays outside, but I got the inside line, a better line. He loses too much speed and then he ends up getting past. This is lap 19. At this point, all I could do was hold on to P3 and bring it home. And here we are starting lap number 20, the final lap of this race. On the final lap, Ralph Collins still putting some pressure on me. I had to hold on to my P3. And here we are, checkered flag, P3, not a bad result for race 1. Let's have a look at the results. So here are the results of race 1. Now let's watch what happened on race 2. So here we are at the start of race number 2. Again, 15 minutes race time, which equates to just about 20 laps on this circuit. On race 2, the results from race 1 are inverted. So now, since I was P3 on race 1, that means I'm starting on P18 on race 2. Here we are, ready to start the race. Lights off. Let's have a look at the start from my perspective. Not a bad start, but I lost a couple of positions there. 3 wide into Druids. A lot of traffic, but everyone is able to make it. 19th position at this point. 2 wide into Druids. Here we see Ralph Collins making a move on me, putting me in the last position. Coming into McLaren, some cars A little bit of contact there. Riding with Tim Matthew now. Few cars oversteering there into McLaren. Let's have a look in slow motion. 3 cars oversteering at the same time, trying to stay on track. At this point I was dead last, trying to make up for it. A little bit of contact there. End of lap 1. At this point I was fighting to get out of the last position. On the inside, Druids taking a couple of positions already, breaking into Druids. I managed to pass a couple of cars here. Then I was faster here. And at the end of lap number 2 I was already P16. Braking into Graham Hill Bend, Cooper Straight. Surtees, McLaren, Clearways, and Clark Curd. By the end of lap number 4, I was slowly closing the gap to the guys up front. P16 still. We are now on lap number 6. Graham Hill Bend. I was very close. I was able to make a move here. And here you see me making a move for P15. Exiting Graham Hill. A little bit of curve into Surtees. This is lap number 7. At this point I'm behind Walt Bomer. Making a move to P14, too wide into Surtees. And here I make a move on the inside, Clearway. I'm at this point on P14. Starting lap number 8. Here's a nice view of Paddock Hill Bend. And here I am again, making a move on the inside, this time on Druids. A little bit of dust on Graham Hill Bend. Here I am again trying to make a move on the inside, this time into Surtees. I take my foot off the gas, trying to keep the car under control. This time outside in Clearway. And very close racing here at the starting line. Druids. I stay on the outside. 3 wide coming out of Druids. Very close racing here. And here we see the number 18 putting a little bit of pressure on me. By lap 13 I was still P15. Trying to get closer. I was able to make a pass here to P14 again. Lap 14. And here's a wide view of Druids Bend. And on lap 14 I was able to make again a move coming out of Graham's Hill. P13. 30s. This is lap 16. Trying to make a move on the inside of 30s. Staying on the outside. Losing a position there. Very close racing on the main straight. Coming into Paddock Hill Bend. Heavy braking into Druids. I was able to take a few positions there. This is the start of lap number 18. A nice view of Paddock Hill Bend. Only a few laps to go, and I only managed to get to P13 on the second race of the weekend. The number 8 car trying to get closer. Lap 19. Trying to make a move on Druids on the inside. Too wide on Graham Hill Bend. I'm able to stick the move. Here's a different view. I was able to gain 2 positions. So at this point, at the end of lap number 19, I was able to get up to P11, almost top 10, as we start the last lap of the race. Number 22 trying to make a move. I was able to hold on to my position, stepping on the grass a little bit. And here is the checkered flag, race over. P11, not a bad result, starting from 18th. I was able to make some good points this weekend, so let's have a look at the results. So here are the results for race 2. I was able to finish on P11, behind Walt Bomer. Pete Meisen got the win, followed by Tom Staten. Third place, Steve Abbey. So I was able to make some points this weekend, not bad. Here are the standings after one race out of 10 completed. Steve Abbey leading the championship with 25 points. I'm right behind with 24. Also with 24 points, Alan Gordon. So not a bad weekend. We are on a good position to fight for the championship from the start. So see you guys on the next video. Hope you guys like this video. I will try to make them better. as we go. I hope you guys keep following this championship, and see you guys on the next video. Peace.